Hey YouTube, we are doing the monthly blue guided ride. I think it is a week before Jeep Jamboree at Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area. So the trail starts on the ride up there. For context, there's a big connector trail that's kind of above Excelsior Swamp, and this is a very short, tight, twisty little blue that's on top of the mountain. A lot of people don't even know it's here, and you're not seeing us on it, and you're not seeing any cab footage on it because I have done this trail before in the JK, and I remember it being a little bit hairy. But I did it right when they first cut it, and everything's a little bit more hairy, like right when they cut it. And I didn't want to put the Gladiator through it, so I just told Kirk, I mean, like, we're there to kind of chill. It was a chill day for us, so and we were not there to damage the Gladiator, so we decided to just skip it. So we did not do this trail. But you're going to get to see everybody else do it. So I have opportunity basically to get some footage that is not cab footage. Yay! So this navigating between the trees that you're seeing here and having to make turns and get over obstacles and stuff, this is sort of the stereotypical AOAA like blue trail where you have a combination of obstacles and tight steering. So I would love to hear from you guys if you have any comments on your opinions on skipping trails and bypasses and stuff, and even on this trail. If you have any comments at all, like, put them down below. Like, please let me know. Ask questions. I'm usually very responsive with answering any questions. So I sped this up because there was like 2 minutes of this person stuck basically in this spot, and I do that to try to speed up the videos a little bit. Where the videos will speed up or slow down in different spots. So context on size, a lot of these obstacles are about the size of basketballs, which is typically the size of like a blue trail, and a blue is a difficulty rating, if you didn't know that. So if you have like 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3 would be green, 4, 5, 6 would be blue, 7, 8, 9 would be black, and then 10 would be red. So this is kind of like the middle of the road on difficulty. For like a distribution of people actually going out on trails, it seems like about 70 to 80% of the people that go out on trails do greens, and then the lower, really kind of beginner ones, and then maybe say 10 or 20% at the most will do blues. And then you have this small, slow sliver of people that do blacks. It's a pretty small sliver. The photographer you see in the shot is a photographer for off-road consulting. And he's the same guy that you'll see if you do any of the training rides. They usually have a photographer, I think, on the training rides more often than the trail rides. But for this specific weekend, they had so much stuff going on. They did the training, I think, on like one day, and the green trail ride on another day, and then like the blue ride was like the only thing that went out today. So the photographer was able to go with us, which is kind of cool that we had him with us. So we're going to jump over. This is near the end of the trail. And the end of the trail, you can see Kirk up there, you're going to do some spotting, has this kind of tight turn. And of course, like the little two-door doesn't even know that it's tight because they have such a short wheelbase, which I always find that awesome. They're like, this isn't so bad, this is super easy. But when you drive something that's like a big boat, like I have now, the Gladiator, that little maneuver there is 4 or 5 times harder, just because of the wheelbase. So compare that, like how easy he did that, to say the next vehicle. And first off, they've kind of boned themselves with like their positioning. That's like positioning to like lose a mirror almost. But like I was saying, this is like AOAA. This is like what you have at AOAA. You have these like tight turns, and this would be like the exact reason why I didn't want the Gladiator out here. You have to use like basically every inch that you have. Look at that, look how tight that is. Just to get through that. I'm so happy the Gladiator was not in there like that. That just looked painful. Let's see how the next one looks. The next one, I bet you they'll have a better angle or something. That was like way easier looking. So the trick is always like to steer from the rear. But seeing them do 3 points to get through it, I mean that I think was an excellent example of how to get through that obstacle. So when I say steer from the rear, it is very easy to move the front tires like left and right. You just use the steering wheel. It's very hard to move the rear tires. So if like your placement is wrong when you go into it, it's very hard to like fix that rear tire placement, and he's gonna make it look super stupid easy because he's like short. Ooh, you shouldn't have had to done a 3-point turn there. Like, no, I know, like, please don't thumbs down me or whatever for saying that, but like if you have a 2-door, like, you should never be doing like 3-point turns unless you're like doing a 180. Those things are like awesome on turns. I'm like the king of 3-point turns. Like, you can watch like the videos, the cab videos of me, and like I'm doing 3-point turns like non-stop, like all the time. So anyway, that is basically the end of this trail. So please like and subscribe like always. Subscribers really help. We are trying to push to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, please like subscribe. That would be like totally awesome. That's what we're hoping for. Thank you.